All right, so I've already launched the product. Burn the Boats is out there. Now comes the hard part, which is promoting it, getting traction. So this is a really easy thing to overlook if you're a solo developer slash entrepreneur like me, because your tendency probably is going to be to just build and move on to the next thing, which is tempting, but that's no way to launch a product because people aren't going to use it if they don't hear about it. So you really have to get the word out and try to get traction. So here are some strategies I've devised on how to get traction. So I'll just go down the list real quick. At the top of the list, launch on Hacker News. You probably already know what Hacker News is. It's just a news aggregator for tech-related news and startups. Landing on the front page can be quite good for your startup. You can get, 10, 15,000 hits in that day that's on there. I've done that sort of accidentally in the past. Someone else actually posted one of my startups before it was ready, landed on the front page, got to the #1 or #2 spot even, and it was cool. But I mean, that doesn't last. That can give you some initial momentum, but there's a big spike and then it just rapidly trails off. If you're lucky, it gets picked up by blogs and so forth, but that's by no means a guarantee. So it's nice to be on the front page of Hacker News for sure, but it's not like a sustainable thing. That's not like your launch strategy, right? You have to keep it going after that. And I'm not going to organize a voting ring or anything like that. I'm just going to post it out there. That's why I put it in the easy category, because it's you just submit your startup and that's it. The chance of it landing on the front page is very rare. For this product, which is kind of like a novelty product that's not directly related to the interests of people in Hacker News, the chance of it landing on the front page are pretty small. But I'm still going to do it. I'll probably just do that right after I make this video. Product Hunt, another great way to launch. I don't have a lot of experience with Product Hunt. I'm not one of the people who can post on there, so I have to find someone to post it for me. I think that's pretty easily done. I'll just find people who've posted similar sort of goal-setting things and just contact them individually. So again, also in the easy column, I'm not really stressing this too much. I think like fixating on getting on the front page of Product Hunt or Hacker News is just not a good strategy. I mean, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. It's probably not going to happen. And it's really, I think it just embodies the wrong mentality when it comes to launching your product. You really want to go for this kind of shoot the moon event, which is probably not going to happen. And even if it does, it barely means anything. You still have to hustle. You still have to create. That does not equal traction. Basically, landing on the front page does not equal traction. So that's more of a longer term process. So content marketing is getting to the core of what really creates value and what will help you get traction, I believe. So doing things like answering questions on Quora, posting on Reddit, doing blog posts, doing guest blog posts for other people. And also it has to do with SEO, just bringing in people organically through search over time. So definitely going to be pursuing these. Again, this is much different from developing an app. So for people like me who are, mostly app developers, it takes kind of a shift to start viewing yourself as a marketer first and foremost. And a much different activity. So a lot of people, this just is not appealing to them. And that was, it's not really I wouldn't say that's my situation now, because I find this sort of thing very interesting. And obviously I want to promote my products, but it's not something that comes naturally for me, right? This is something I have to focus on more explicitly than just building stuff. So yeah. Also, one thing that doesn't come naturally is just contacting people and pitching them like out of the blue. Like, I'm not naturally a salesperson. I don't have any sales experience, but one of my good friends is actually a salesman, and we were talking about product stuff, and he's sort of, he's been through the whole, like knocking on doors, cold calling people. And what I really took from our discussion was that this is really important. And that you can, he told me if I called up 100 people in a phone book, I could basically sell this product to maybe, some number of them. So I really have to start focusing on this kind of thing, just being a little bit more aggressive with pursuing individuals who can potentially get value from this. Yeah, so finding bloggers and journalists, maybe finding traditional media outlets, probably doubtful. But BeMinder is a sort of a competing site that lists competitors on their website, so I'll contact them to get on there. Yeah, maybe I could contact someone with some reach in the self-development community and get them to give me a shout out. Again, I'm kind of wary of this one because you don't want to just ask people for a favor without anything to really offer them. So yeah, so I'll think on this one. But yeah, and there's some possibility of doing a publicity stunt, whether that's coming up with some ridiculous idea for a goal, and then just either doing it myself or getting someone else to do it or whatever. So I'll think about this one some more. Business development, partnering with other people. This is a possibility too. Not sure how that would work out, but just something I want to keep in the back of my mind. Advertising is another way to go. I've had some luck on Reddit, which seems to be pretty underpriced right now. AdWords, I haven't had good luck. I haven't really experimented all that much with AdWords or Facebook advertising, so I have advertised a few products on both of those services, but I just haven't done enough volume or experimentation. So I'm going to be trying that some more. In contacting individual influencers, pardon me, like on small blogs or maybe even Instagram or other social networks is another possibility I'm going to be investigating. And as far as sort of gaining traction via engineering, just building in some virality components into the website, like a share thing, because there's not much sharing functionality on the website. I think that'll be somewhat important. And so yeah, that pretty much wraps up my little brainstorm list here. I'm going to be jumping into some of these today, notably the launching on Hacker News and Product Hunt. Just two extremely easy things that I'm just going to get out of the way, but that probably won't lead to much as well. And then I'll start really jumping into the blogging and so forth, the actual work that is more likely to pay off. Because once you write some quality content, you can then post that to Hacker News, and that'll probably have if you do 10 articles, for instance, and you post each one, you're going to have a fairly good chance of getting on the front page of Hacker News if you're making good stuff. So this kind of subject matter, goal setting, is sort of right up my alley, and I have a fair amount of experience in this domain in terms of building products around it and also just knowledge around this sort of thing. So I think content marketing in general is going to be a good avenue for me. Down here I talk about an affiliate program, or I list it here. I don't think it's a good idea. I haven't, it would just create some perverse incentives, I think, for people to basically get others to commit to overly ambitious goals so that, they fail and so they get paid. So yeah, probably not a good idea, but I'm still considering just thinking about ways that an affiliate program could work. Anyway, going to jump into just going to launch it on Hacker News now, so I'll do another video on that real soon. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want to follow on, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.